Alright, so we are back and we are talking about the AKG microphones that I currently own. So we have, this is the c214. You know, the difference with this one is that it's the, it has the low cutoff and the regular on that side, and then it has the 0 to 20 dB. And this microphone is really not that bad. It's basically has a very good quality. Then you move up to the c314. It's the same, basically they look the same from the back and the front, but the only thing that the c214 doesn't have is it doesn't have those polar patterns. This is a great microphone, the c314. Used it a couple times. Well, majority of the time. They look identical to the same, and the features of these two mics, the only, they're basically the same quality. Probably I would think that the c314 is better. And then you move on to this one. Now, this one is ridiculous. I haven't even, as you can see, it's not even out of the plastic yet. Now the c414, that one has 9 different polar patterns. More features on the back of it. It has the attenuation knob where it's standard 0, -6, -12, and -18. And then you have like low cutoff from 0 to 160 hertz. That's fucking crazy. That's absolutely fucking crazy. Compared to these two, like, this microphone is $400. I got this joint used, and I think I got paid for the c214. I want to say like 2 something. When I got it, it was actually a really good microphone. The quality blew me away. And then when I went from the 214 to the 314, this shit, the quality is way over that. But it's a totally different price range, and this it's like full spectrum, but that's the whole circle, and then you have standard cardioid or whatever that is, like this second one. It has the same thing, the filter, normal, and then low cutoff, and then 0 to 20. And it also has the light to show you like if you're peaking or not. Yeah, so that's the difference between those two. Now, the quality difference between those two, I feel like the c314 has a more like rich high end than the 214. I mean, you can make it sound like that, obviously, with EQing and stuff like that. Now the 414, I'm gonna test that shit today. I'm definitely open that shit. See what the hell shit is like. But let's see what else we have. So this is the frequency response of the C414. And shit is crazy, So I see. So these are all on this side, this is all the different polar patterns, and it shows you like, and this is the high end, what it would sound like. So figure 8. So the best one is basically what this one's on, the circle full cardioid. That's basically the best sound. That's probably like the best sound. Well, like in the 10K region, and then goes off. But we're gonna see for ourselves. But yeah, that's fucking crazy. And then it has it's 9 polar patterns total. So like you can go in the middle. So from full cardioid to like the middle, like it's crazy. I can't even really explain it because it's just nuts. But that shit is fucking nuts. It got super and hypercardioid. Well, yeah, hyper is H. And then it has 4 more in between. So like in between, so you can go from full cardioid to probably I don't even really know. It's fucking nuts. And other than that, yeah, that C414 is nuts. Great reviews on it. You know what I mean? The XLS of the same microphone is just a more natural sound. So it's like more flatter. So I would believe like if say I got that microphone with this, like it would show me a little bit different on the frequency response for that microphone. Now, like I said, the 214 was like, it's like $400 brand new. I can't really remember. The 314, it's $700 brand new. So you're getting a lot more features, a lot more like richer quality in that mic. Trying to see what else they were talking about. So the capsule that's in those two, they're basically like the 414, but it's the circuitry that makes the difference. The way this, like I believe that, like I don't know. Let me see if it says. Nope. Let's see if it says where these were made. Okay, so these are made. Those two microphones were made in Australia. The C414 I think was made in Hungary. That shit looks beautiful, that microphone. Probably gonna connect that one. I want to see what the quality is like between, because I used all these microphones. Like, friends come over, hear them record. 214 was the one that I really had to like fiddle around with more than say the 314, like in like the mid to the higher regions, like where you go from like maybe 4K to 20K. The C314, I didn't really have too many issues with that. It's like it just wouldn't go, but you could definitely, there's definitely going to be a quality difference between all three. But they're great microphones, you know what I mean? All three of them are great microphones. A lot of people say the 214 is really not that great, but for a budget mic, that one, the C214, it's a great microphone. The in-between one, obviously, the 314, you basically get some features from the 414 and some features that are from the 214 and one. So, but the capsules are all different. Like the C12 capsule, I don't know if these are electro microphones. I don't know what the difference between, well, yeah, I haven't really like did my research on that, but I know that this is not, the 414 is not electro, whatever the hell that means. I mean, back in the day when they were making these microphones, they were using cathode ray tubes, basically, that were basically in older TVs, like those tube, like the light that's in the back of the TV, which you see in those big ass older TVs. That's what like the C12 and the C12A most likely used. Once they hit like 1986, I think they used circuitry more than that light. But those microphones with that tube in it are actually, those are good, because the more like when you speak into it, it's the light, like that flickers. So like same thing with like a lot of like preamps and certain other devices, like my like this Pultec EQ that I have sitting over there, that has tubes in it. So the harder you drive it, the more light comes, you know. So it's like, but those are good, you know what I mean? And those microphones are way more expensive. Like if you try to, like I looked up like the C12, they have a newer version, but that shit is ridiculous. That shit is really ridiculous. But it's the capsule that's in this C414 that makes the difference from the other two. Those are electro capsules, and I really couldn't say what capsule that's in this C414. I would have to do more research. They say it's in like a remastered C12 capsule, but the C12 capsule is one of the best capsules that you can actually have. That put these shits back on, and then so yeah, that's how that works. And yeah, we're gonna set up that microphone actually. As you can see, this one's a lot smaller compared to these two. Like the foam piece that goes around the C414. shit. Gotta be really, really delicate with this microphone. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, so you can tell by looking inside of it that the capsule in this shit definitely has like a gold. That shit look crazy in there. That shit look crazy. That shit looks absolutely crazy. And that it just like that. Whoa. Yeah, it even says made in Hungary. Whoa. Yeah, that shit is crazy looking compared to, this is the c214. Like, that shit looks absolutely ridiculous. This shit looks absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, this shit has a really nice design. Oh, that's, yep, P48. That's, yep. And then even compared to this one, oh my god, this is the c314. It's like this one just feels so much like, I don't know, like the quality of it. Like, these are great mics, but like just the feel of this one, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna, hopefully the camera doesn't suck ass, or Wi-Fi. Yeah, so basically what we're gonna do, as you can see, we got this table, and gonna put my other mixer on this table, have both of them, have both of these task cams running. So I'm gonna come over here, and here is our thingy that you put this bad boy into. Ooh, that shit look crazy. Lock that bitch in so she don't move, and then put that. But yeah, that's the other one for the other mics. And yeah, so and then here is my other mixer that we're going to move over there. And yeah, but that c414 is up in this joint. And yeah, so that shit's up in there. Then you have the nice AKG case, you know. And then what I'll do is when the microphone is not being used, you know, put this over. It's not being used because that shit was $1,000, you know. Fuck, you know, that shit is no joke, you know. Like, if these microphones had that, I would do the same thing with it, you know. I mean, it's good to take care of that shit, you know. You know, but like when that mic, you know what I mean, have that shit taken care of. Just put my shit back in there so we don't do anything. All the shit that comes with this microphone. Like I said, this was the Behringer. I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna do a comparison video on that one right now. That right there. You know, but yeah, that's the difference between those mics. Maybe, you know what I mean? But like I said, the quality of those are definitely up there, you know. But that's what you want for precise vocals and you know, that for solo instruments, that should be crazy. That microphone too. I'm definitely about to do the test of the quality, because I know how these two, the C214 and the 314 sound. I know exactly how they sound. That's supposed to give you like an eerie type of vocal feeling, whatever, like it says on the box. But yeah, I'll have to just see for myself once I speak into it. But other than that, that's really it. That's the microphone, the C414 comparison compared to the 214 and the 314. I know the quality is going to be there for it. It's just, like I said, the build quality of it too is just ridiculous. Like the way it feels, like the way it looks, you know. Like I said, these are beautiful microphones, but that one's a lot better. But like I said, I still love this one, the C314. This is like the in-between microphone. Like, same capsule, but like you can tell that in the inside that the capsule is way different looking compared to that one. Like yeah, you could tell that the capsule in that shit is way different. It's way different. Like compared to that one. That one you can tell like like right, like when I was looking inside of it, and also like some pictures online, there's like a gold, like gold over the capsule, and like everything that I've read, it says that it's a bronze too. It could be bronze too. I don't fucking know. It could be fucking up, but it's either bronze, gold. I don't fucking know. It says on the paper, but who knows? That shit right there, that shit about to be crazy. But it was definitely between that microphone and the fucking Neumann, the Neumann TLM 107. You know, that's a great microphone too, but like for the money that you're paying, like that microphone I think was, I want to say $1,300, but you don't get as many features as like the switchable low pass filter, the switchable the other that like the low pass, and like how quiet you want it. So like these microphones have -0 to -20. That has from 0 to 60. You know what I mean? And it didn't have that, like it had the low frequency cutoff, but not as much as that one has. So that's why I didn't go with the Neumann TLM 107, but that microphone is also a very good mic too. A lot of people use the TLM 102 and the 103. I think the TLM 102 and 103, those are not switchable like patterns at all. That's why, like, for the price, I mean, you're paying for a great name too, though, because I got Neumann studio monitors. So the Neumann studio monitors, you know, those shits are precise as hell. Like the beat that the last beat I was making, you could actually hear the mistakes of everything that was going on. Like, oh shit, you know what I mean? So like I don't have any doubt that the Neumann TLM 107 wouldn't have been a bad choice either. But for the features that you're getting with that microphone, it's unbeatable. You know what I mean? All that attenuations, and it's like having like the EQ on that shit. You know what I mean? Like for the low cutoff. You know, so a basic EQ, and then you have the 9 different polar patterns if you wanted to be more unique with, you know, the microphone sound, or if you're recording an instrument, you know, that's the way to go with that, you know, like. But the Neumann TLM 102, that's as much as the 314, and even with that one, the TLM 102, you don't even get, you get the other features like the 0 and 20, for, you know, if it's too hot, like if you have if you're speaking loud, or if you're in a loud environment, say AC's on, or you flip that switch to -20, and then, you know, you use like that isotope RX to fully get it out, and it will work, you know, it will, you know, but you don't get that many, you don't get the polar patterns on that 102 of the Neumann TLM, and you don't, and then the next one up from there, the 103, I think you do get that, but that one's almost as much as that one. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I would go with that one, and that one is like Neumann's been around for 50 years, and maybe longer. AKG, the same amount of time. So, but I just, for some reason, I went to the AKG. Like, I like AKG, you know. The Neumann microphones are very good as well, but for some reason, I prefer the Newman. I mean the AKGs over the Newman, and like that C12, probably the C12 microphone. That one is, like I said, it's $6,000 for the newer edition. And then they got a Newman microphone, that FET. I forgot what U that is, but that one is like $4,000. And that microphone, both those microphones, I would love to do a comparison on them shits. Like them shits. But that C12, that shit is ridiculous. You know what I mean? I didn't even know they made a newer version, so this probably whatever they used in the one from back in the day, they probably remastered it, probably still has some of those cathode tubes laying around, newer circuitry board, that whatever the fuck, and it's crazy. Just the only other thing about this microphone compared to the EB one, the C414 EB one that came out in the 70s, you could do mods to that one as well. And I don't think you can do any mods to that one, not like that I would, but you can mod the C414 EB and make it sound better than what it already does, you know, by doing some mod, like because of the motherboard or whatever, like the PCB, whatever. But that shit is crazy. But I'm about to be off this joint. This joint was longer than I expected. But I'll see you at the next one. Peace. Tablet is slow as fuck. I hate that. That shit being gay.